Hey guys, so we're back in the park today. There's actually been a fair amount of expansion to the park in since the last episode. I spent some time building off camera, just kind of fleshing it out a bit. And we can begin to see something new in the distance there. So what I've done is, firstly, I've added in just a basic structure at the top here. I wanted something that felt kind of tacky 70s inspired, that awful like Spanish revival feel. Yeah, so we did that, and I've added in a second slide. How good is this new update that they're actually using the slide? Like, they're queuing up. It's just brilliant. And that queue still works really well going through all the vegetation and things. So yeah, the swimming pool, they're using it, and it's not overly crowded, which is amazing as well. I love the little tweaks that we're getting for this now. Yeah, it wasn't released in the greatest condition when it first came out, and they definitely are listening, and they are fixing things up, which is really good to see, because the game has so much potential. So what I've done is, through the food area, I've removed some of these benches just so people can walk through. First thing we'll see is we've now got a bit of a boardwalk. So what I've done is I've created a rushing river stream thing through here to connect up some of our water. So in theory, this is our main hot water spring that then feeds all of our other springs. So everything's going to kind of build off of that. I just love this idea of rapids and running water through there and feeding into that dam, which then in turn travels through the waterfall, feeds into the bottom here, sorry about that, feeds into the bottom here, and then feeds into our swimmable pool. So, since the update, they're now queuing up, which is really great. However, they're queuing outside of the queuing lines. So I've had to drop down the number of guests in the sandbox settings. I had it at 6,000, and I had guests queued from here all the way through to the front entrance. So I think we have a maximum of 2,000 guests in the park, and we currently have 830. So that works perfectly for me. I'm quite happy with that. We don't want it to be massively busy. So what we've done is we've added in a chaeroplane. Call it chaeroplane. It's something that you would find in a park like this. It's a little more vintage feeling because I have that vintage DLC. It's also just like a ride that I would go on. I do enjoy these. Yeah, it's very cool, and it's very cool to see it with this, and the colors I think work quite well. It still has that heritage coloring to it. So further down, once you walk over the main pool, we can see there's some water in the background. I will eventually join these up with like a little river or something just to feed into this. This is going to be our focus for today. So what I've started is I've started a little family train. So we'll keep building on this today, but this is based off of a very typical New Zealand train station that you would find out here. The name Glenbrook Station is actually a local steam train station down in the bottom of Auckland. So I wanted the name, and I've taken this idea of the heritage colors, which is this red and this like almondy color that you do see a lot of here. These Viking pieces are really beautiful, so I've added those for some trim. They're maybe a little bit more rustic, but I quite like that idea. It still feels fantasy or fantastical. And we've done a little bit of like planting and things around just a section of this train track. We will build the rest of this train through a bit of a speed build. I just wanted to get the initial concept down. Yeah, you can see something off in the distance over here. I've built a little tunnel, but we'll get into that a little bit further. So I think for now what we'll do is we will zoom out and have a look. So the train, I'm thinking, is going to kind of like come here, wrap around, like crossover and go back there. This tree on an island on its own is heavily influenced by an image down in the South Island of New Zealand, where there is this one tree that kind of just sits in the middle of a lake. I will put the picture up here. So yeah, so there's the tree. Yeah, so that was like a heavy inspiration. I'm kind of taking inspiration from a lot of things around New Zealand and putting it into one park versus focusing on one specific area. Just New Zealand is so varied in its geographical beauty, and just the style and the vibe of the country. So yeah, we're gonna build a train tracks. All right, so we'll jump into our speed build, and then I will catch you guys after that. Alright, so we're back. That was a really quick speed build. I'm not the greatest at building on tracks and things. So I think we just want to kind of see what this looks like. It's a pretty like simple layout, and it's a pretty chilled ride, mainly because it is more of a family focused ride. But yeah, you come through, you can kind of see as we build some more stuff off over here, it'll be quite good. You'll have a nice vantage point, and then as it climbs, we start to see above the park a bit, which is really nice. Come across. We'll do some more theming on this. I'm not 100% sure how to theme it yet, so we'll have to see. I think, like, for a chill little family ride, it's good. It's good enough. These little, like, steam trains is a massive thing in New Zealand. I don't know why. I dated someone who used to go to the miniature steam trains every weekend. So it's a fun little ride. Kids will use it mainly. Alright. It's got a higher fear than I thought it would. Happy with that, so we'll open that up. Oh, actually no. Put it back in testing. Because I want to pull this out slightly. We'll just kind of leave that to run for a bit. So straight away, I need to put some more trees around here. So we go to our Mediterranean large trees. Kind of just paint something in just to get a rough little vista that will block everything else out. I wanted this to feel like it was built in a lush New Zealand forest. Yeah, cool, like that. And then I think what we'll do as well is we will recolor some of this. It's a bit too beige, too brown for me. Okay. So we'll make the inside of it that honeydew. Maybe can't decide if I want it to be red or if I want it to be. Let's just see. Yeah, or actually, I'm not mad at that. I think that's quite good. It does kind of tie into the station as well. And I've got some concrete arches underneath here. I think the water is slightly too high, but or the track is too low. No, it's alright. What it might do though is pull it back slightly. I'm thinking of extending one of these pathways even to kind of go through here and have something over there. Yeah, that might be in the next episode. Alright, so we'll jump back into another little speed build and just do some decorating and detailing. Alright, so we've done some really basic detailing. Add in some rocks using the scenery brush. Probably did way too many, so I think I might actually come around and just drop this down and just remove some stuff that went a little bit insane on. The only thing with the scenery brush is, as great as it is and as easy as it is, yeah, it can definitely, you can do too much. I'm starting to get to that part in this park where it's feeling a little monotonous. I think all this through here is way too much now that I look at it. I'll put a tree back there because I do like a tree there. That's alright. Don't like it. Take some of that out. That feels better. And then let's just add some trees back. My favorites in, which is this one. Alright, so I think that's where we will leave this episode. It's just a short one. I wanted to get something out. I'm not feeling 100% great at the moment. I'm coming off a bit of man flu. Work's getting really busy at the moment until we kind of calm down for Christmas. So just finding a few moments to play the game and record. And I don't want to just record videos without showing what I'm doing. I know as a viewer I like to see things being built on camera as well. But yeah, we might build some stuff off camera this week just to get some content out, and we'll do a walkthrough through the park. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there today. Yeah, Glenbrook station's all done, and it feels quite. It feels authentic to what a New Zealand train station would look like and feel like. And I like this little vista where you slowly see the train rise.